Hi. Again, just when you thought it was safe to go back into the paddling pool, another sexual scandal at the BBC. This time, a top broadcaster, us peasants aren't allowed to know the identity of the offender, has been suspended. The perp, or perv, was spending tens of thousands of pounds to a teenager, presumably a boy, for explicit photos. The parents of the teenager alerted the BBC in May, and the organisation, as always, chose to ignore the situation until the whole sordid affair was exposed by that muckraking bastion of Sleaze, the Sun newspaper. Presenter X, as he's temporarily called, is now off air. So by a process of elimination, it should be easy enough to figure out who the suspect is. If he's charged by the police, his name will be immediately plastered over all the front pages. The continuing unbroken arrogance, upper middle class elite attitude of the BBC hierarchy allowed, empowered the likes of Savile, Rolf Harris, others to get away with their crimes for years, decades even. One main problem for us proles is that we subscribe to all these misdeeds through the direct taxation of the TV licence, which, should we avoid payment, could result in prosecution, conviction, and in some cases, imprisonment. The BBC, Parliament, the Church, other pillars of the establishment are riddled with sexual predators and offenders. They thrive in these unreformable institutions. It will require the Herculean task of cleaning the Augean stables, even to make the slightest impact on these cesspools. The hypocritical, entitled slimeballs are so deeply entrenched within. As for presenter X, the suspension most people would like to see is him suspended from the Eric Gill sculpture that graces the BBC HQ. Gill himself was an incestuous rapist of his own children, and yet the sculpture remains, recently refurbished. Says it all, really. Only a revolution will come anywhere near to sweeping away these putrid, corrupt institutions and the classes that dominate and profit from them. Bye.